I tried to watch The Crown a couple of times before, way back in season one when it first premiered and Netflix was pushing it pretty hard. I liked what Peter Morgan had previously written about the royal family. I quite liked the feature film The Queen, and I really liked the stage play The Audience, both of which starred Helen Mirren as the Queen. I tried episode one of season one of The Crown, and it dragged terribly. Every episode being an hour was a mistake, I thought, as they just didn't have the material to fill that time. Then Olivia Colman replaced Claire Foy as the Queen starting in season 3, and I gave it another go, and I got half an hour in and nothing had happened, and that was 30 minutes of my life that I was never going to get back, so I quit it again. And then the trailer for season 4 was released, and it was so tantalizing.
Your Majesty, I think we have enough respect for one another personally to ask ourselves some of the bigger questions.
Gillian Anderson as Margaret Thatcher, doing one of the weirdest voices that has ever made it to mainstream television.
My goal is to change this country from being dependent to self-reliant, and I think in that I am succeeding.
I was just so intrigued that I had to have a look, and I'm very glad I did. Episode 1 of season 4 of The Crown, the old dragginess is there again. I nearly quit because there was a sequence of people hunting, fishing, and people fishing in a different way, and hunting and people fishing and fishing but in a different way, and someone sitting in a car, and people hunting, fishing, and hunting and fishing in a different way, and hunting and fishing in a different way, and it goes on just short of forever. And then, thank God, Lord Mountbatten's boat exploded. Well done, IRA, you made The Crown interesting. That was your intention, right? After that, it really did pick up, and none of the rest of the episodes of season 4 felt draggy to me. The two standout performances of season 4 are the ones that are highlighted in the trailer. Gillian Anderson as Margaret Thatcher, and
Oh yes.
Emma Corrin as Princess Diana.
All I want is to be loved.
Maybe this is just because Margaret Thatcher and Princess Diana have such strong personalities in the public imagination already, so they are easy to capture. Gillian Anderson as Margaret Thatcher is an interesting example, I think, of a performance that isn't particularly naturalistic, but is still very believable. It's clearly not her real voice. Gillian Anderson is American, so she's having to do an accent. Margaret Thatcher had quite a weird voice anyway, but I don't mind because it's consistent, and the performance itself, regardless of the voice, is very captivating. It is a bit of a failure because it portrays Margaret Thatcher as a human being, which historically just was not true. Emma Corrin as Princess Diana, she does bring a wonderful portrayal of someone under very difficult psychological circumstances. So, top notch, well done. I think this is the first thing that Emma Corrin has been in. So, well done. That is a difficult task to undertake. I am surprised that Olivia Colman is used as little as she is in this program. I would not call this a program about the Queen based on season 4. Maybe the other seasons were more Queen-centric. This one, she is in every episode, but it's mostly just to comment on what's happening and then to have her time on screen usurped by more interesting people. There is a lot of material to get through this season, but that's a good thing. It becomes very soapy, but I'm all here for that. There's terrorist attacks, and there's crises, and there's explosions, and there's adultery, and I'm just lapping it all up because it's acted well and it looks beautiful. I feel like a lot of it was shot on location and it just looks gorgeous, and it's just people saying really dramatic things against beautiful backdrops, and I am completely here for that. I'm very interested in the way The Crown portrays the royal family. As I said, Peter Morgan has written a lot about the Queen, and in the past, I feel like he has portrayed the Queen in an extremely virtuous light. especially the stage play. The audience, I think, portrays the Queen as this saintly, eternally wise and benevolent figure who never puts a foot wrong. And here, there is an early episode where Margaret Thatcher says of the royal family, I don't think they have any redeeming qualities. And that is very true. They all come across as complete bastards. I don't know when the scripts for this season were being written. There is an episode of The Crown that suggests that Prince Andrew is the Queen's favourite. I think that might have changed by now. A lot of the dialogue lacks subtlety. I feel like they will make a point very well, and then just to make sure that you understand, they will say the point they were making out loud in case you don't understand metaphor or implication. So the Queen will say, Margaret Thatcher is arrogant and headstrong. And the camera will be focused on Prince Philip, and then she'll say, that reminds me of someone. Prince Philip, that's who I'm talking about, in case you didn't get that, audience. But I don't care. Subtlety is a tool to be used. It is not the be-all, end-all of artistic expression. At the end of the season, sadly, Margaret Thatcher departs. Whoever thought I'd be sad to see Thatcher go? And with that, I don't think I will be watching the next season. I think John Major is just less of a draw than Margaret Thatcher at the polls and on television.